Welcome everybody to this Kundalini Yoga class. Let's go ahead and get started with some centering. You can just settle in, take a couple deep breaths, maybe in your nose, out your mouth. You can add some movements in your shoulders if you'd like. I usually like to lift my shoulders on the inhale and hold a moment, and then exhale out the mouth. So explore that a few breaths. Just anything that's going to help you come a little bit more inside in your body. Find any other movements that you need. Sometimes a big yawn can be helpful. And then maybe do a little bit of eye exercises if you'd like. Look in a big circle or two each way. You might find it's helpful to, after doing a few of those eye exercises, to rub your hands till they're warm and breathe in some warmth into your eyes. And you could actually move into a little mini massage here real quick. You can massage your temples, your cheeks, your jaw, all with the heels of your hands or your fingers, your ears. You can pull your ears, you can get your neck a little bit. So just take another little bit of time here. Maybe get into your shoulders. Maybe tap your head. And when you feel complete, then sit and notice any differences. Probably that little bit of eye movement and massaging helps you feel more present. You can tune into the sensations and just take a moment to drop down into the support of your seat. Feel that sense of releasing a moment with gravity. And then we'll go ahead and tune in before we do the cards today. So give your hands a rub. Bring them to your third eye point. And even if you don't have an intention yet, breathe into your intuitive center for it to be stronger, this intention for your intuition to heighten, to trust it more. And then hands to your heart, your sternum, apply some pressure, shoulders back and down. Inhale fully, exhale completely, and inhale the chant. We'll chant each mantra 3 times from the belly. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om protective mantra. Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Inhale. Inhale more and hold it and squeeze a moment from your tailbone area, all those muscles around there, squeeze them in and up from the belly. Draw the energy, spiral it up and out your crown as though your eyes could help draw the energy up. Lift your eyes too. And then on your exhale, relax your hands. Settle in a moment as I read to you 2 cards I chose today. I felt led to do a deck I haven't done in a while, the Animal Spirit card deck. And I almost laughed when I pulled this card I pulled the cards last night. I feel like this one's really fitting for right now in our popular culture. So this is a fire ant, and it says aggression, rigid thinking, following orders. Fire ant energy flares up without us noticing. It's the force that attracts us to people and situations that feed our imbalances rather than those that counter them. Gossiping and blaming are a few indicators that misaligned fire ant energy is at play. You may also find yourself stewing on a person or situation, only making things worse. How can you break free from the drama and cool down? Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Don't pretend the heat isn't getting to you. When imbalanced, you might feel thoughtful, disciplined. When out of balance, might lead to arguing, excess heat, or gossiping. To bring into balance, solo time, walks at night. So I'm excited for our share about that one. And then the other one I got was the otter. I thought it was so awesome. It's like a nice counter idea to the fire ant. So otter, unobstructed joy, playfulness, contentment. Perhaps the most joyful creature within the animal spirit deck, the otter represents absolute bliss. Otter energy is the playfulness of a child available to us at any age. They have a giddiness and reverence for life itself, without the presence of doubt, worry, or skepticism. Imagine yourself with a little more otter energy. You can just breathe easier. What would life look like? What would it take to bring you there? The otter card begs these questions and wants to transport us to that precious place as soon as possible. The celebration awaits. When in balance, full of love, needs nothing. When out of balance, gloomy, sighs, makes silly excuses to bring into balance, dance party, or celebration. So you can just sit a moment, let those settle in, how they resonate, how they're sort of a yin and yang to those energies. Couple deep breaths. And then you can start to shake things out. I guess we'll have to figure out how to put a dance party into class today. So let's see. We're going to start off just with anything that feels good. You might, one thing that sometimes really gentle is just flip-flop your feet. This can adjust your hips and low back, or you can go a little more active, knee windshield wipers with your knees. So find one of those that feels good. And then you might choose feet, legs crossed, feet together, or even legs wide to circle your spine. And as you do this, coordinate your breath, either inhaling forward, exhaling back, or take a full inhale for a rotation, and the next rotation a full exhale. Letting your breath get long and full. And then let's add our neck to this. So imagine you're drawing a circle around you with your chin. It's kind of a soothing, safe way to do neck rotations. Okay, and then change your direction. You can start with just your spinal movements at first, tuning into the feeling of your feet and sitting bones on the ground, drawing up earth energy. And then move your neck if that feels good. Draw that circle around you with your chin. Great. When you're ready, come back to center. Allow a giant inhale. Inhale even more and more and more. Hold it, squeeze it up, squeeze the energy up. Relax. Pause a moment to feel the effects of that grounding circular movement in your whole, that you created in your whole spine. Okay, and then hold your shins, or this one can actually be nice with your feet together in butterfly, and go back and forth. Spinal flexes, and when we do it with the feet together, it moves, it generates more energy through the second chakra area. So feel free to do that if you'd like. And sometimes it might feel good to exaggerate this movement. If you're going slowly, you can drop chin to chest. But if you're going more quickly, maybe with your legs crossed, keep your neck neutral. Good. And move your hands to your knees if you're cross-legged to open higher up in your spine. And this is my personal favorite one, so feel free to do it or not. You inhale, reach your heart forwards, but lift your shoulders. Exhale, round your back, drop your shoulders. So you're combining shoulder shrugs if you want. Just an optional one. Deep breaths. 3 more, whichever kind you're doing. Inhale, if we're doing shoulder shrugs, lift your shoulders. Squeeze your hands in a fist, squeeze your face, scrunch everything up. Maybe lift your knees a little, exhale, let it go. And then just find your favorite neck stretch. Maybe ear to shoulder, or you can use your top arm for a little support and guidance. And then change sides, or do the other direction if you're circling. Just creating some sort of nice neck stretch. Feels so good. And then whenever you're complete, our last one in this little series, we'll start with a static twist. So twist to your right and hold it a moment. Feel free to turn your neck, turn your head. And then twist deeper, firm your belly, use your arms to help. Keep your sacrum and pelvis solid, twist your spine, and then to unwind, slowly unravel, lift your arms, twist to your other side, your left. And at first you might add those neck, head turns. Don't worry about the breath unless you'd like to exhale into the twist. And then hold your twist, enjoy your twist. Explore keeping your pelvis solid and neutral, and just twist from your waist and spine. And then you can lift your arms and bring your hands to your shoulders, or what are these called? Cactus arms with Gyan Mudra. So either way, inhale left and exhale right. And enjoy this twist. See if you can let this bring you out of, to me, that fire ant energy was sort of I would call that getting sort of stuck in the lower vibration, which it's so easy for all of us to do. And now we're wanting that otter energy, which is higher vibration energy. So let this movement help you start to facilitate that transition. Okay, good. Let's see. So next time you exhale, inhale to the middle. Big breath, hold it, lift, find whatever arm position you're doing, get your arms nice and open, and then relax. Allow those few breaths to notice. And notice how already you probably feel different, maybe a little lighter than when we first sat down here. And then we'll come into one last seated warm-up, which is legs wide. We're opening our inner thighs and the hamstrings here. So you might sit up on a blanket and widen your legs a comfortable degree. Okay. And you could put your hands behind ideally we have our low back. Instead of rounding the low back, it's tilted forwards. Lift your arms. And actually, let's start off in the center. So you can just stretch in the center if you prefer, or you can move up and down in the center just to create this slow rhythm with your hands helping. So feel free to hold the stretch if you prefer, or to add movement. I'm just going to give you that option. If you're doing the movement, we're going to go in a little circle. So we'll go left. One hand can be on your thigh, one hand can hold your toe. Come back to the center. Go to the right. And go across and back to the left. So we'll circle this direction first. And feel free to still stay in the center if you're enjoying the just holding the pose. And then we're going to change our direction. So let's see. From the right, oh, I think we did that. Yeah. From the right, you'll swoop over to the left, making your little circle go the other way. And then just go from right to left. You can do whatever you'd like with the arms. They can swoop up or they can just swoop across. Yeah, there you go. And then just for a little playfulness, we'll do the same thing but lift the top arm so you get a little moving side bend. With your breath, your bottom arm can go along the length of your leg, or it could swoop across. Just find your own little way of doing this that feels good. Maybe you'll close your eyes, enjoy this feeling of opening. And then we're going to turn over to the left, and you can keep your legs wide, or sometimes it could be helpful to bend your right knee in. Turn over towards your left and we'll hold it here. Long, deep breaths. You could grab your big toe. And if you're just really loving movement today, one of my favorite ones here is I use my hands and I make a big, like I'm tracing a marching drum with my hands. And I do this sort of a circular movement through my arms and through my spine. Or you're again just holding the stretch here. Sinking a little deeper, letting this come into your back as well as the back of your leg. Okay, and then you can turn it into that side bend if you'd like by just opening up your top arm or bringing your top arm behind your back. And you'll feel this opening in your right side if your left leg is out. You can add a neck stretch. And notice how just finding a good opening can help you just feel good. And that can be a nice step closer to that playful energy. Sometimes it's hard to jump right into playfulness, so feeling good, doing what feels good, feeling open can be a good transition to that. Slowly come up and switch your legs. So bring your other leg out. You can draw your left knee in if that was helpful. Adjust. You can turn your heart towards your leg. Sit up tall and fold forwards, or add your movement if you did one of those little circular spinal movements that might feel nice. Or you're just bringing your heart forwards towards your toes with relative length in your spine. Maybe grab your big toe. If you're doing the movement, really let your breath guide your movement. For me, coordinating my breath and movement helps me come more out of my head and into my body. And then if you're wanting to, you can hold the stretch here, which is a forward bend, stretching the back of the body. Good. find how you can reach your heart forwards and up, mouth a little deeper. Good. And then feel free to move into your side bend at any time. Find what feels good. Your top arm up and over or back behind you. Drop into a bit of a stretch for your neck. Find a place where you feel relatively good, where this opening is soothing for your nervous system. Nice. Okay, and when you're ready, come on out. Okay, and we're gonna swoop ourselves over to hands and knees, where you can just do a few intuitive movements. We'll do cat-cow later in the Kriya today, so let this be a moment to move however you want. And then you might shift into child's pose or down dog, or add a little spinal wave here from hands and knees. Open your heart and then drift back your hips to child's pose. If you're in down dog, start with spreading your fingers, tuck your toes, lift your hips, and then move your hips back without collapsing your chest down, if that makes any sense. And then just straighten one leg at a time. So you want to feel your shoulders supporting you, and just allow a nice opening in the legs. So take another moment or two, do whatever feels good here. Nice. Nice deep breaths. Beautiful. And then step your left foot and your right foot forwards, or just walk your feet forwards to come to a half lift type position. Lengthen. Fold on your exhale. Let your neck relax as your head drops. You can move your head a little side to side or sway your body side to side. And then use your hands to help you come up. Bend your knees. Sweep your arms. Big breath in. Good. Shake things out a bit. Feel like a dog or a creature after they get out of the water. They just shake. Maybe make some sound. Shake off all of that heavy energy that's been building up. And then we'll just do one flow here, one little sun salute. And I invite you to really do it in a way that feels good for you. So steady into your feet. Find a breath in your mountain pose. Inhale your arms up. Shift into your forward fold. Let your inhale bring you to your half lift. So usually we come back into a lunge, but another variation is just step your right foot back and you can step into a warrior one. So that is a great option if you don't want any weight on your back knee. So feel free to do that one or some kind of lunge. 3 deep breaths here, whatever feels good in your arms. Good. On your next exhale, release your hands all the way down. Go through your flow at your own pace, down to the floor into cobra, or you might skip that and just stay in your child's pose or your down dog. You can be in cobra here for a breath or two, and then use your strength of your belly to help push you back to your child's pose or down dog, or even hips over knees in this half down dog, a puppy pose, can feel really good. When you're ready, step your right foot forwards. Find your lunge or your warrior, whatever you did before. 3 deep breaths. Get steady. Depending on the pose you're in, your focus might be different. In the warrior, engage your belly and root down through your feet. In the lunge, it might be a little more ease and just dropping down. And then take your time to step forwards. Find your halfway lift. Forward fold and roll up or come up with a flat back to standing. As you go through it this time, feel free to add on any variations that you like. Find your fold, half lift. Step your left leg back to your warrior or your lunge. And you might add a little side bend or some sort of a twist this time if you'd like. Even just sometimes opening your arms towards the side can be enough of a twist towards the right. Then lower all the way to your belly if you're doing the full flow. Cobra or even Sphinx on the elbows could be good. Add anything that feels nice. And then back to your puppy pose or down dog or child's pose. Really let this pose connect you with the ground, the earth. Step your left foot forwards when you're ready. Find your lunge or your warrior pose. Add your side bend or your twist. Keep feeling into your feet. Maybe you just turn a little bit towards your left or lower one hand down, lift the top arm up. Okay, when you're ready, step forwards, half lift, forward fold. Take your time to come up. You might, again, roll up. Swoop your arms out and up. Bring your hands down the center. Take a moment here. Deep breath in. Pause a moment. Great. So the Kriya that I picked today is a really cool one. It's called Kriya for Keep Up Spirit. And I think it tunes us into some of that fire energy that we can move and then have our playful otter energy. So find a comfortable seat. There's a couple seated postures here. So if you need to shake out your legs anytime, do that. In this first exercise, we're going to be moving the hands. So your arms will be up just like they are in Ego Eradicator. And there's 4 little movements that we're going to do. So your hands start off straight up, and then your fingers will go forwards, back up, and then you're going to open your palms to the ceiling, and then back to the original position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. So, and you can breathe normally. So forwards, up, out, up, forwards, up, out, up. And just go at a nice pace and rhythm. You could have a nice steady breath. Or you could breathe normally. Forwards, up, out, up. And then, once you get the hang of it, you will really be sustained by looking up at your third eye point. So, I'll get closer so you can see. So, forward, up, out, up. Yep, and keep going. And try to keep your arms in that V, and try to keep your elbows straight. The reason we keep the elbows straight is so that we're working the auric field more. And Kriya for keep up spirit. So they use that word a lot in Kundalini Yoga, keep up. Keep up it to the point where it's kind of annoying. It's like, I don't want to keep up, this exercise really sucks. I want to let my arms drop. But if we can keep up, then we get stronger, we build resiliency. So let's see, we are in our, we have a little bit longer. We have long enough to go that I don't want to tell you yet. We'll just keep going with it. Okay, just a little more than a minute to go. Just about a minute and 20 seconds. If you need to rest your arms, if it's to the point of pain, then rest your arms. If it's just uncomfortable, your mantra is keep up. Keep up, keep up. I can do this. Believe in yourself. Breathe. Even if you have to just rest the hands, but try to keep the arms up. Okay, less than a minute. Firm your belly. Stay strong. Keep focusing on your third eye point. It says here, the coordination difficulties you may experience with this exercise can be alleviated by total concentration on your third eye point. Last 30 seconds, really focus in. Third eye point, eyes in and up. Almost there. Okay, now, next time your hands go up, inhale deep, lift your arms to that 60-degree V shape. Hold your breath, squeeze in and up, eyes up. On your exhale, turn your palms down, relax your arms, shake it out, and then relax here. Whew, well done. Beautiful work, everyone. Roll out your shoulders. Do anything you need. Maybe do a little eagle arm stretch if you want. Anything that feels good. You could just hug your arms if your arms don't do eagle arms. Switch if you're doing eagle arms. And just release that space in between the shoulder blades. After any little stretches, see if you can come into just sitting in stillness and notice all the energy. And notice what it was like to push yourself a little bit. So we can tap into that positive side of the fire energy. The word I remember was discipline. And that really is what the keep up spirit is about. Like a healthy level of discipline. Okay, so the next one is really, really long. So shake anything out that you need to. You want to be able to sit pretty comfortably. And I'm going to go in close to show you this one because it's a little bit interesting. Okay, so you're going to take your hands and interlace them the kind of the inside out way. Okay, and then get your finger pads to touch. So I'm going to touch my pinkies and ring and middle and index. And then my fingers are going to face my chest and your thumbs are going to cross. So try to get that so it's comfortable. It's not necessarily the most comfortable thing in the world. So again, if you look inside, you see all your fingers pointing at your heart. Thumbs cross. Okay, then we're going to go out on the inhale and back in on the exhale. So, you got it? Okay. For a long time. So, ready, set, go. Inhale out, exhale in. I'm going to give you music for this one because it's so long. I want to give you something to focus on. Once you get into your rhythm here, you can close your eyes, look at the third eye, or this might be one where you find it helpful to look forwards or down. Steady, deep breaths. As you feel like you're pumping the energy here into your heart. And the mudra is very particular, so you're stimulating all sorts of energy through nerve endings by having that mudra that you have with your hands. Let's see here. Here's a good one. Ang Sang Vaheguru, Ang Sang Vaheguru, Ang Remember, it's inhale, arms straight, exhale, arms in. Inhale out, exhale in. Thumbs are crossed. Go as fast as possible, it says. So what you could do is try to do one movement per word for Sung, Wahe, Guru. And that could be a very quick rhythm for you if you'd like. Or just 2 or 3 movements per mantra. We want to generate energy, so move powerfully, powerful breaths. We're moving energy, and in the next exercise we'll bring that energy into the navel center. Have to readjust, just readjust and go right back into it. Move in a focused, steady way. Remember, arms go out on the inhale and back in on your exhale. Okay, 2 more minutes for a total of 6 minutes. See if you can keep up. Belly strong. If you need to rest, rest. If you can, keep going. The thing about the keeping up is the best way of keeping up is being in tune with what your body needs. So if you know you need to rest, then do that. Okay, you can do it. Almost there. Okay, last minute and 20 seconds. Go as fast as you can. If you're feeling like it, push it. Get strong. This is the last of the arm ones. Let your hands be like a punch. Clearing the slate. Clearing that sort of compulsion for what's not healthy for you. Faster. Smile if you can. Laugh if you want. Okay, 10 more seconds. Okay, arms out, inhale. Hold, squeeze, lift. Draw your hands back to your heart. Exhale, release your hands, shake them. And then you can choose to sit or lay down for a little integration before we do the next one. So sit or lay down, get comfortable. Notice a flow of prana within. So I didn't really shorten that by much. It said go 7 to 8 minutes. We went 6 minutes. So that's still a long time for that one. So acknowledge yourself for staying with it as much as you did. Allow your face to soften, your jaw to relax. Maybe inhale nose, exhale mouth. Okay. We're going to move into a nice long alternate leg lift. So if you find in this one that your low back is tender, you can put your hands, I usually do under the hips. It says put them under the low back, but I think under the hips helps you root your low back down. And then we'll lift one leg on an inhale and exhale down. And just alternate. And this is about 4 minutes. So again, if you need a rest, rest. And we'll continue with the music just to give you something to focus on. Alternate leg lifts. Whatever you want with your feet, you could, I usually flex up and point down, and hands can be by your sides or under your hips. Squeeze inner thighs, be strong in the legs. Good. Keep rooting your low back down. You could have a blanket under your head if you need to. Keep that inner thigh squeeze. That helps turn on the transversus abdominis muscle, that deep core muscle that gives your back support. Root the bottom foot down to let the top leg lift with ease. You can do these slowly or relatively quickly. Feel like your breaths are bringing in energy, and that energy on your exhales is getting distributed from your navel center through your body. This mantra, Ang Sang Waheguru, is about bringing the vitality of creative, divine life force energy into every cell. Just a minute and a half more to go. This movement, not only is it for the navel center, but you're creating a pressure on your thigh muscles with this movement that adjusts the calcium-magnesium balance in your body. So we want to work the quadriceps a little bit with this one. One more minute. Great, last little bit, stay strong. So engage your leg muscles, engage your low belly by rooting your low back down, pubic bone up, ribs in. Just like one more on each side. And then you can end by lifting both legs up if you'd like. Inhale deep. Hold and squeeze your root lock, and then you can bend your knees or lower your legs slowly and let the energy distribute from your navel. Feel like you're breathing in and out of your low belly. Really let yourself drop. And notice this is a pose of being where you can just let yourself be. Okay. And then however you want to come up, you can hug in your knees a bit, roll to one side, rock and roll a few times to come up. And find something to sit on, a cushion, a blanket. We're going to do moving forward folds for this next one to continue to pump energy through the body. Okay, so your hands can be on your shins or your big toes. As you can see, I usually start with my knees bent because I like to hold my big toes, but you could use a strap or just hold your shins, and we'll go up and down. Inhale up and exhale forward. I guess it's more forwards than down. Forwards and down. Go with your breath. And you can go slowly. You can go subtle. The movements don't have to be big. It says this exercise helps you stay vigorously young. Not just young, but vigorously young. So it's really about moving energy through the body. Good. Keep your rhythm and pace that works for you. As you get more open, your legs get straighter, move powerfully. Keep your heart going forwards instead of down. Head in line with your spine, so you don't really have to move your head much. It might help to pull your heels towards your body. That keeps your hamstring muscles engaged and safe. Okay, one more minute. Keep going. Slow it down if you need to. You can always put something under your knees just to keep yourself from overdoing it. If you're holding your toes, squeeze them. Last few, again, feel free to slow it down. Okay. Inhale deep, straighten up. Hold, squeeze root lock, eyes up. And then your choice, you can rest in the forward fold now, or you can lean back and find a little counter back bend type pose. After your stretch, come to stillness, a few breaths, notice. Feel the effects of that moving forward fold life nerve stretch. And come to hands and knees. This is a cat-cow I was telling you about. You can pad your knees. Go right to your cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, round your back. Find a comfortable position for your feet, toes tucked under or not. And again, your head doesn't really have to move much. You can just move with your spine a bit. Find the range of motion that feels good. It could be a very small range of motion with a powerful breath. Find a sense of fluidity in your movement. Okay, last 20 seconds. Inhale, find your neutral spine and inhale deep. Hold your root lock, squeeze energy up. And relax. You could take a brief child's pose or down dog, or just sit on your heels for a few breaths. Settle, notice. Beautiful. You may definitely want padding under your knees for the next one. You're just going to do the best that you can. I usually like to have extra padding under. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to be in hands and knees. And we're going to go like this. See how I'm kicking my butt? But your feet are going to fall back on the floor and it's a little uncomfortable. So having a blanket for your feet to hit is really nice. Okay, so, and we're just going for 1 minute. This would be helpful to have a song, actually. Let me give us a song. Okay, ready, set, go. So this is adjusting your buttocks. You'll create a sound like horses galloping. If you can't reach your bottom, that's okay. Just create this movement with your feet, up and down. Okay, just a little bit longer. Keep that movement going. If it bothers your knees, then stop, of course. Or go slowly. Just, some things you do, just what you can do. inhale. Exhale, child's pose or down dog. And we're going to transition to standing. So take your time to get there. You can hang in your forward fold. Slowly come up to standing. Okay. You can shake it out. All right. Start to circle, and you can go clockwise the whole way, or I'll let you know halfway. And you're welcome to change directions. So, if you can go quickly, go quickly. As far as you can in every direction. But you may want to start slowly just to make sure you find that range of motion that doesn't cause strain anywhere. I usually inhale backwards and exhale forwards. Now we're at halfway, so if you want to change directions, feel free. Allow this movement to feel freeing and good in your body. Might be helpful to firm your belly a bit. Few more. Good. Inhale to center. Big deep breath in. Relax. Take a moment to feel stillness. Shake out anything you need to. Now the next one, the full pose, your legs are going to, says basically to do a standing forward fold without bending your knees. Okay, that's kind of crazy. So I guess only go down as far as you can if you want to try to keep your legs straight, but if it's just better for you to bend your knees, then just bend your knees. The other option, you can try to keep the legs just slightly bent, and instead of touching the floor, maybe you swing the arms back. So whichever one you're doing, whether you're going all the way to the ground or modifying that, you get to choose. Like, you could try to do it how it says, straight legs, or have a micro bend in your knees. Okay, just for 1 minute. Inhale up, exhale down. If you can touch the ground, touch the ground. Great, last little bit. Keep your belly engaged. By all means, if your low back is tender, then modify so that you don't strain your back. Inhale up. Next time you come up, palms flat to the ceiling. Hold it. and relax. Take a moment. Feel, breathe. Okay. Bring your legs wide. Same thing. Arms up, touch the floor. Go at your own pace. If you can go fast, but I feel a little hesitant to ever say fast in yoga because you don't want to cause strain. So, follow your body. Bring your legs just as wide as feels good. Steady, deep breaths. If it's uncomfortable for you to go all the way up and down, maybe just keep your hands on the floor. Come to a halfway lift and then fold. That could be a good modification. And again, if you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. Okay, last one or two here. Okay. Next time you come up, big inhale. Relax. Shake it out. Rest a moment. Ooh, time is flying. Okay, we're almost done. There's two last things. So this next one, it's just like what we did before. Remember how we were going up and down? Except now your feet are together, which will be a little challenging for your balance. So again, if you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. But you'll notice that it's a little more challenging with your feet together. But it's the same thing we did before. So exhale down, inhale up. And this is to help our lymphatic fluid move through the body. And again, if you've just had totally enough with the ups and downs, you could just lift your arms up and exhale them down. You can modify. That's still going to be a great lymphatic movement. Okay, 30 more seconds. Try to keep your feet together if you can. Notice it takes some concentration to balance with that. And I'm just totally bending my knees for that one as well. Let's just do a few more. Next time you come up, inhale. Exhale, relax your arms. And the very last movement in this set is just 30 seconds long. We're going to take the hands to the shoulders. Inhale your arms up and exhale, touch your shoulders and go really quickly like this. Just 30 seconds. Arms up and down. Touch your shoulders and then straighten the arms up. Very quick. Inhale, sa, exhale, nam. It's like we have little hummingbird wings or something. Strong navel center, tailbone down, pubic bone and ribs could be hugging in, whatever works for you to feel that engagement of the belly. Inhale up. Exhale, arms down. Take a few deep breaths. and notice what you're needing. So it might feel good to just stand in meditation for a minute or two, or to sit in meditation for a couple minutes. And then just whenever you're ready, you can go to shavasana. We won't have a formal meditation today because of time, but we're going to explore a place of being. So what you might do is, like you would in a restorative pose, use your props to really support you. So maybe put something under your knees, put something under your head if you have a sock or something to cover your eyes with, or a blanket to put over you. Just by making those little adjustments with the props, you can get into a spot where your body feels like it's being held, and that's when your nervous system can just drop into that parasympathetic, and that's when you get into that state of being. So I'll find you a song and I invite you to just really let go and receive. Keep letting your body drop on the exhale, dropping all effort. Notice your breath and your body, and know that you're always welcome to just stay here. If you would like to return to the normal world, back to the world of doing, see if you can keep some of this feeling of stillness, inner stillness and being as you invite movement and stretch. And perhaps a twist to each side, rub of your hands and feet. And we'll close with 3 satnams. Truth is your name. We'll do one for yourself, someone else in the world. So if you're seated, give your hands a rub. If you're laying down, you can mentally join. Inhale to begin. Inhale. Bow to your heart. And just connect into your own truth. And may this truth within you be more attractive and soothing than what you might seek outside yourself this week. Satnam. And may we all continue to shine our own inner light. Namaste. Stop all the recordings I have going.